What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade. We are doing something a little bit different today. Going to do a live vendor reset. So the plan is this. Gonna go over the vendors, weekly updates, all that stuff. You know, my friendly weekly reminders, things like that. And then once I finish that 6-7 minute thing, then we'll get into your questions, answers, things like that. Things like the apparel event. Yes, it was delayed. It says right now it's going to be in about a week. That may change. They may bump it up. I don't know as yet. But again, people are just rolling in. Good morning. I'm happy to see you all here again. So I will get to all of your questions. But what I want to do initially is, as I mentioned, I'm going to start this off with vendor reset. We're going to go through all the stuff, weekly reminders. That way, if people watch this later, they can just jump into that. And then if they choose to listen to the all the other questions and answers and things like that they have that option, but they're not stuck. But again, thank you all for being here. I sincerely appreciate it. Lots to go over today, lots to discuss. We are going to jump into it. Do me a favor, if you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up, and we are going to, jump on in, fam. Let's see what we have. So the first thing I like to do on these weekly things, or talk about what we have going on starting today. You can see here, new Manhunt target, Sergeant Daniels, and during this time, you're going to get double XP. However, for new and returning players, it is really important to mention you're getting this double XP for the first 15 shade levels. Now, what we're all bummed out about, obviously, you can see here, Fairview Crew says it's coming soon. Unlocks in 6 days, 15 hours from this moment. My sincere hope is that it does get here sooner. We'll find out, but as of right now, that's the plan. So we do have this event going on right now. You can see, typical thing as always, you've got your targets you got to hit, 2 control points, 1 bounty, 1 public execution. You clear that, and then the main mission for Sergeant Daniels is going to show up. Now, one of the reasons I was kind of stoked that the apparel event might have been today was the fact that we got double XP. It's a quick way to get those apparel keys. Again, that is not the case. It has been delayed. Okay, so that sucks. We'll get into more of that in a moment. Next thing I want to talk about are this week's invaded missions. They are Camp White Oak, Jefferson Trade Center, and DCD headquarters. Now, once you clear that, you'll have access to Manning National Zoo. Once that's cleared, you'll then have access to Tidal Basin. Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Just doing a quick recap of what's new in the week, so that way people who check in later can see this stuff. And once I'm done with this 5-minute spiel, get into all your questions and all that good stuff. All right, so today also happens to be the day that the weekly projects reset. Really easy way, agents, to get, exotic caches in the game. You have your weekly summit project where all you need to do is complete 30 floors on the summit on any difficulty whatsoever. Weekly shade requisition, donate a bunch of stuff. It might be a little trickier now because we are using so many different components to do expertise and proficiency and recalibration and things like that. But again, very, very easy way to get a exotic cache. Finally, for those of you that have the ability, we have the weekly legendary mission as well. And keep in mind, when you have multiple characters, you can do this on each character. So if you have a 3, that's the option of, ideally getting 9 exotic caches in the game. The other thing I like to show you every Tuesday is the location of the Snitch. Now, this is my favorite spot right here. So we're going to fast travel to the 1040 safe house. As we're fast traveling, let me say hello to everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Mark of Blades is here. Oh, madman, genius in the building. The mad scientist build expert extraordinaire. Is that a double thing? Expert extraordinaire? Is that anyway, guy's a badass. Go to his channel, check him out. Badass builds. Guys, just good stuff, man. Awesome. Happy to have you here, Blades. Good stuff. And again, I will get to everyone's questions. Don't nobody worry about that. So right now I want to show you, every Tuesday, you want to find the location of the Snitch and chat with them. Now, this is my favorite spot. Now, the reason you want to find the Snitch on Tuesday is that's how you're going to gain access to the gunrunner Cassie Mendoza, who becomes available first thing Wednesday. Now, you can try to find the Snitch tomorrow, but I like to get it done today. That way I know exactly where she's going to be. can see here there's a world event going on in the spot that I want to find the Snitch. All I'm going to do is reset my control points. Ideally, this will then turn to a neutral, just a regular open world event, or just, you know, there'll be a water bottle there, or a can, or just something that's not red. That's all we really care about, right? Oh, good. It's still red. How convenient is that for a live stream? Fantastic. For me, this is the most, you know, this is where I find the Snitch on the most regular basis. Therefore, I want to keep just resetting it until it resets to something that is not with a territory control on it. I'll try one more time. Hopefully it works. If not, this is the spot you want to hit to try to find the Snitch. And of course, for the first live stream, it keeps resetting as invaded, which really sucks because I do not think it, not invaded, you know what I'm saying. It's probably going to be, you know, NPCs there, which you don't want because that means the Snitch will not be there. We'll try one more time, friends. See what happens. Yeah, well, not meant to be. So what we're going to do now, that is where you're going to find the location of the Snitch. In tomorrow's video, I will show you that as well. But right now, we're going to jump into the vendor resets themselves. See if we got anything great. Hopefully we did. If so, wonderful. If not, we'll see. We'll just move on. And then again, like I said, if you're just joining, I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to get to all of your questions. First, let's start with the main vendor in the White House, starting off with the Pyromaniac assault rifle. Really good weapon. Not really the best roll. It's pretty decent, but with this weapon, I mean, perfectly ignited. It's a really, really great talent. If you don't have it, I recommend picking it up for sure. Moving down, we have a Vector SMG. Pretty decent here. Again, you always want to look at those stats. So if you look at the attributes, I still have to, you know, stack my recalibration library with a better attribute. So for me, it's something I could pick up to gain that extra stability in my recalibration library, but, you know, whatever. Next, we have a Carbine 7. I know this is a gun that a lot of people want to have. You know, pretty decent. I mean, yeah, you can optimize all that stuff. But again, the Carbine 7, for those of you that have been looking for it for a while, I recommend picking it up. Below that, we have a handgun. Pretty, you know, mediocre there. We have a backpack. Heliguard. Let's see what we have here. Yep, mediocre chest. Let's see what kind of mods we have. 10.2 crit hit damage. 6.5 duration. Spare parts. All right, let's make our way to the clan vendor now. And again, if you're just tuning in, I'm just going to go through the vendors really quick, and then I'll get to the question and answer aspect of this video, my friends. As I run into the wall as I'm trying to look at chat. All I want to do is look at chat right now and see what's going on. All right. Starting off at the clan vendor. We have the Anarchist's Cookbook. Again, kind of mediocre there, but it's a great bag. I'm not thrilled with the attributes or the talents. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, we have a Foundry Mask. Heartbreaker Mask. If you do not have all the Heartbreaker gear set yet, you definitely want to pick this thing up without a doubt. And a lot of people were asking about the core attribute. You were asking, why can't I find a weapon one? Doesn't drop in red, only drops in blue. So you're not going to find a weapon one. Ideally, you find one that is maxed across the board, and then you can change that core attribute. But for right now, it only drops with the armor as the core attribute. Hardwired bag. See what this RPG is like. That's pretty nice. Pretty decent RPG right there. RPK RPG. What the hell am I saying? RPG. LMG. We have a marksman rifle. Badger Tough. So knee pads. Yeah, not too much there. Pretty decent Walker and Harris body armor. See what this LMG is like. Same thing. Not too good there. Merpity merp. All right, let's see if we have any good mods this week. 9% blind def resistance, 4.3 damage, 6.6 cone size, 1 max target. All right, now let's make our way to what's really, in my opinion, one of the best new vendors, or the best new vendor in the game, which is a countdown vendor. Now, that does mean you need to play countdown. I can't stress this enough, and I'll go over this a little bit later. You guys, it is the best way to get loot in the game. Like countdown, you're just getting so much loot. It's absolutely amazing. All right, let's see what we have here real quick. Starting off the Glory Days, named assault rifle, pretty good, I guess, there. Next, we have the Forge, named holster. If you don't have it, without a doubt, pick this thing up. For those of you that don't want to run a foundry build, I mean, it has that 20% incoming repairs, but you can see it gives you that 50% shield health as well. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome holster. Next, we have a DZ exclusive, the Ferocious Calm. I know a lot of players have been looking for this for a while. You can now buy it with those Countdown resources, which you can only earn by playing Countdown, but again, it's without a doubt worth it 1,000%. Has perfect overwatch. You can see the talent right there. After staying in cover for 8 seconds, it increases your allies' total weapon, you and your allies, total weapon damage and skill damage by 12%, as long as you remain in cover or in a cover-to-cover move, so it is worth it. The other thing you want to make sure you remember is every week, all the time, no matter what, all of these caches are available for purchase. Remember, the named caches does give you the option of also getting a DZ exclusive in there. Let's see if we can get lucky enough and get one. Screenshot saved. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Let's try that. What's going on in my controller here? Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. We have a named cache which we just bought. Do we get a DZ exclusive? Ooh, that's a beaut. The Chain Killer. That's a nice one right there. That's very nice. Let's see what the roll is like, though. Oh, well. We'll check that out later. But again, buying those named caches does give you that option. Now let's head to the next vendor. We will go to the campus. Again, if you're just joining, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. We will get to the Q&A part. I'm just going through all the vendor resets, all that stuff. Nothing really crazy to speak of so far, but I want to give people the option of being able to come to this later. Just watch this really quick. And then again, I will scroll up and answer all of the questions that you've sent. So again, we are at the campus vendor. We have the darkness. It's always, every time you come here, it's always like a marksman rifle up top. Seems to be that way. Okay, we've got the darkness. We've got, another marksman rifle, another LMG, mediocre mask, mediocre holster. These mods and skill attachments, nothing crazy there. All right, let's go to the campus. Or theater, excuse me. Hopefully we get something good there. Then we'll hit the DZ vendors and the vendors in New York as well. Lots to talk about after we go through these vendors. We need to talk about the rollbacks, which weren't as bad as I thought in any way whatsoever. I'm very happy about that. We're going to talk about the apparel event as well. Here we are at the theater. We have the mop shotgun. Love this weapon. Not really the... Ooh, actually, I take that back. It's not bad. If you don't have it, most people do have it, but if you don't, pick it up, reroll that damage to armor, and you can optimize the shotgun damage. But that's a pretty decent weapon right there. Double barrel sawed off. It's all shotguns. Look at this bad boy. 1886. Love this rifle. Not really the best roll, but again, if you're looking for it, pick it up. Okay, we've got some gloves here, Overlord gloves, some knee pads. Anything good with these mods? No, nothing too great. All right, let's make our way to DZ West and see what they have there, my friends. Let's do that real quick. Saying hello to everyone. Good morning, everyone. I see you, Liam. Gosh, Ricardo. Everyone's here. This is awesome. What's up, Simba? What's up, Ricardo? Awesome. Ooh, regards from Colombia. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. All right, so check it out. So now we're at the DZ. Now, excuse me. A lot of people obviously are not happy with what's going on in the DZ right now. Any DZ exclusive can be purchased. Not purchased. Well, okay. So two things. You're going to find them. If you're lucky enough to find them at the vendors, you can buy them if you have the DZ resources. If not, remember, any named cache can possibly have a DZ exclusive in there. Another way you can pick these up. Here we have the Virginian. Again, it's a great weapon. Perfect boomerangs and awesome talent. To me, it's not worth... I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. It's a great weapon, but, to go through the dark zone for me, I'm like, man, I'd rather try to test my luck with a named cache. Next, we have a shotgun, and these things can be found in the open world. 1886, you could buy somewhere else. Tip of the spear gloves. Got some... Hunter's Fury knee pads, Some other gloves. And again, you look at those rolls, and in my opinion, it's not worth the time or the effort it takes to go in there to get this stuff. 11% protection from elites. These were on sale at a regular vendor last week, so hopefully you picked up some of those if you don't have them as yet. Nothing really else here. Let's run to DZ South. Where are we? There we go. And there real quick. Oh, nice. I'm looking at Ricardo saying you got a rail splitter and gift from named caches. That's sick. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome to see. Oop, went the wrong way. All right, let's see what we have for sale here, my friends. The Apartment SMG. Monster of a weapon. Absolutely love it. If you don't have it, I recommend picking it up if you do have those resources. But again, you can get them from named caches, which you can now buy on a daily basis with countdown resources. Again, it's luck of the draw if you get one out of that cache, but it's another option if you don't want to go into the DZ. Next we have SMG. What do we have here? AR. Yeah, and like I said, all of these you can get in the open world, Summit, Countdown, all that. That's kind of where I do all of my farming. You know, unless it is a DZ exclusive, which I have to go somewhere specific for. Nothing yet. 7.6 headshot damage. Nah. Yeah, not seeing anything too crazy this week. So far, it's a pretty chill vendor reset. Let's see if it resets everything when I jump in here. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, if you're just joining, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. If you are inclined, you can also hit that join button. Let's see what we got here. Let's go check out the next vendor really, really fast. Yeah, and again, if you're just joining, lots of stuff to talk about after. I will get to your questions. The Darkness, we saw that on sale at, what was it, the theater? I'm pretty sure it's the theater. Got another marksman rifle there. Yep, LMG, Foundry mask. Rigger, what is that, holster. Got another mask. Holster. Yeah, nothing. Gosh, the kind of weak sauce this week. I don't see anything really, really like, wow, look at that weapon. Let's make our way to the final two vendors in New York, and then we will get to the question and answer part of this thing, my friends, which, by the way, as all of you know, is my favorite aspect of this 1,000%. All right, let's see what we get. It's rolling on up. Dismiss this. Let's see what our friend Marco has for sale. What's up, Marco? It's funny when you wind up just knowing the names of all the vendors. Dear Lord. I love this game. Okay, we have a SMG. Marksman rifle. Shotgun. Pistol. Backpack. And again, it's all going to be relative. You know, if you're brand new to the game and you're looking for items, you know, or even items to add for expertise or whatever, these can definitely be, you know, picked up. But for a lot of players, you're going to find better stuff in the open world. 70% incoming repairs, skill haste, spare parts. Yeah, nothing too crazy yet. Let's make our way to the last vendor. But the first thing we do when we get there is obviously we have to pet the doggo. I have absolutely named him Henry after my puppy who passed last... It was on Halloween. Sorry, didn't mean to get all dark there. But yes, I call my little puppy here Henry. Give him a little scratchy scratch. Let's get to the last part of the vendor. Didn't mean to get dark there, my friends. Okay, we have a P90. Pretty decent SMG there. Let's see what we have with this LMG. So. Again, you know, it's all going to be relative on what you have and what you're looking for. We have a rifle here. D50 Pistol. Now, for those of you who are trying to craft the Liberty Pistol, if you don't have it as yet, you need this in order to craft it. So grab one, put it in your stash, save it, because if you're still at that part of the game, you know, there's a bit of a project you need to complete. You need a D50 in order to do that, so make sure you have one of these in your inventory. Next, we have Alp Summit body armor. We got some Araldi gloves. Yeah, I really wish there was something like, oh, buy this now. I haven't really seen anything, honestly. Like, nothing too crazy. Yeah. Well, kind of bummed out about that. I mean, the good thing is that every week we do have, and we're just going to make our way back to New York. I'm going to answer some questions real quick. Not real quick. I'll take some time and answer these. Yeah, there's a lot I want to get into this morning. There's a lot we're going to touch base on. I'm going to scroll back up, say hi to everyone, answer the questions. That's it for the vendor aspect of this video. Now we're going to get into the question and answer part of this video, which, yeah. So we know that we're going to talk about the delay on the apparel event again. It says 1 week. It could be sooner. We'll find out. Once again, good morning, everyone who is just tuning in. All right, let's get to some questions. My favorite part. Let's scroll back up. Good morning, everyone. So we have the usual suspects here. I got to go up a minute. What's up, Simba? Said hello. We've got Ricardo. We have Rob. Good morning, buddy. What's up, Parsons? Yeah, so they did end up holding off the apparel event, which, yesterday in the final patch notes, they said known issues, apparel event missing from 15.1. If we go to our countdown, we can see right now that it does say unlocks in 6 days. Whoops, what I just hit. Sorry, gang. Unlocks in 6 days, 15 hours. Now, I've heard that it could be sooner. I don't know. I'm just basing it off of this. It means we get it next week, which sucks, but it is what it is. Again, I'm going to get into all that stuff later. It's small team working on a ginormous game. They're just back at it. There is this misconception where people think, you've been doing this for the last 2 years, but it hasn't been 2 years. They haven't been doing this for the last 2 years. They have a brand new team, and they just started really working on this a matter of months ago. So again, everybody pump the brakes. I put out a text yesterday. If you're going to be hateful, just leave. Go away. Conversations always welcome. Frustrated, totally get it. But any hate towards a dev or a community manager or anyone like that, just not going to be accepted here. So I'm just putting that out there in the ethos so you guys know. Be cool, man. Be kind. If you're unhappy, go away. Don't play the game until it's working away that, fits your standards, if you will. But anyway, moving on. Let's see what we got. So yes, there is a delay in the event. I am bummed as well. Still a lot of stuff for me to do, a lot of stuff to farm for. Hello, Jason. Good morning. We said hi to Parsons. Johnny on the spot. Jealous of him because he finally got a 13% protection from Elite's mods. I have not. We're still good, my friend. Got to do some farming. I want to pick that thing up so damn bad. Marco Blades was here. Hopefully he still is. Again, just absolutely amazing builds. Awesome guy. Tons of good content. Definitely sub to his channel. Some of you are asking also, I will be putting out a legendary solo face tank build video later today. So I'm throwing that out there. Let's see what we have here. We've said hi to Rob. Blades. Yeah. And Blades is mentioning something really good. He mentioned, he doesn't care about the event. He's just happy they fixed the Banshee Pulse, buffed my builds. Yeah, I mean, there are so many. They made a lot of great changes. What happens sometimes in this community, as we know, and by the way, guys, if you're just joining me, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. We're at 76 viewers, 29 likes. That's up that like button. That would be that'd be really helpful here. But they made a lot of great changes to the game. Like they really, really did. You know what I mean? And so for me to see that, that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they are making some really, really good adjustments, which is really good. All right, so let's see what we get. I fixed that. I have also run a few things of Countdown. They have fixed that crazy, we're getting that bug at the end, I've ran at least 3 runs of Countdown. Haven't seen that bug, which is absolutely awesome. See what else we have. Andy Scott, what's going on? Is there a new league as well today? No, there is no new league, but there is a new Manhunt target. And what that means, if we take a look at this is what begins today. We have our new Manhunt target, Sergeant Daniels. You're going to get double XP for the first 15 shade levels you gain. Now, once you've gained those 15 shade levels, it goes back to, the normal amount of XP. But again, it is a great time to level up your shade level, or more importantly, for those of you that aren't at level, let's say you're in the progress of you're progressing in your seasonal level. You're progressing in your seasonal level. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't say that line. Anyway, it's going to help you get, further along that reward track, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Which you definitely want. Because, always remember, and I know there was this, hang on one sec. I know there was this feeling, and people were let down because, you know, we don't have the apparel event, blah, 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 whatever it is. But always remember, with this reward track, you know, there's some sick things you're going to earn. And not only that, another great change they made, and people haven't been talking about this as much, is initially, you know, there was a mistake in the game where, and let me just go to one real quick. Let's start with a Dread Edict. So initially when the season came out, the only way you were able to get these exotic items was going to be from completing the reward track, okay? And for some reason, there was something going on in the game where people were getting it to drop in the open world. They were getting it from exotic caches. And then they said, hey, you know what? That's not supposed to be the case. We're going to put it back in only the reward track. Now, once you have it in the reward track, then you can farm like crazy. Then it's in the general loot pool for you. However, people were saying, you know what? We like having it in the open world. Some people take a while to actually get through that seasonal progress. So the good thing is, all of these new exotics, whether you have them or not, at this point, they are all in the general loot pool. All right. So the good thing is, for those of you that really take your time with your seasonal progress, all of these are in the general loot pool now, which is great. And I actually want to make sure, hopefully they also put in the blueprints. No blueprints. Okay. So I know that's something that needs to be done. Let me check here. Let's go to, what's one of the new, let's go to masks. Oops, wrong one. I always do that. I always hit the wrong. Yeah, so we don't have blueprints yet. For instance, I don't see the Catharsis. So the blueprints aren't here as yet. But again, you know, I've picked all of the exotics, the new ones, through the seasonal reward track. But once again, to be clear, you can get them anytime in the game. All you need to do is farm targeted loot, so that's a good thing. So they've brought that back into the game, or they've kept that in the game. They had it there, then they pulled it back out. Blah blah blah. You guys know what I'm saying. Once again, guys, if you're here and you're watching, we're at 40 likes, 106 viewers, which is awesome. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that sub button. If you're inclined, hit that join button as well. Okay, let's play catch up. Is there a new league as well? King is saying, why am I going to American History Museum? What do we have there today? Where are we? Where's American History? There we go. Why am I there, buddy? I'm a little confused on that. Anyway, you'll answer in a question in a second, I'm sure. So again, good morning. Here we go, everyone. Oh, the Snitch. Fast travel to the south of Golf. Thank you. South Golf CP, and he's always there. It's a statue not far from the door. Thank you, Blades. Another great place for... Oh, you guys are all talking about, what's it called? With the snitches, yeah. Well, we'll get that next time, won't we? I know everyone's answering the questions. This is awesome. All right, they could even delay to next week. Yeah, that sucks. Here we go. Let's keep... How did the rollback affect your progression? Seems like it wasn't too bad for other content creators. Yeah, so for me, honestly, it wasn't bad at all. So let's touch base on that right now. And again, I'm delayed in answering the questions. We may just start doing just only live stream question and answers, because that's way too much fun. All right, so for me, yesterday I was at expertise level 3. It's about halfway through, so you can see I dropped about 1 full expertise level, a little bit more than that. However, all of my things that I was proficient with, proficiency has stayed the same. You know, I had a few items that were expertise level 3 in regards to the Scorpio, but because now obviously I'm at, you know, expertise level 2, that was dropped down to 2 because you can't have a higher, you know, weapon than you do where your level is. So again, 1 level, whatever, no big deal. I'm okay with it. I mean, it sucks. And from what I've heard from most people, it's the same thing. Now, what I also noticed is I didn't lose any progression with any of the other items that I was gaining proficiency on. So I played a little bit this morning. I had the rock and roll shotgun equipped. However, when I checked on the rock and roll shotgun this morning, it was the exact same rank progress as it was yesterday. So that didn't change at all. I mean, to the exact number. You know, yesterday I was sitting at proficiency rank 6 with like 80 or 90 something thousand or whatever it was. I'm sorry, that can't be right. 70 something thousand out of 88,000. The exact same thing this morning. So none of that stuff was affected. So, and as I scroll down, I'm still proficient with this, with Badger Tough, with, you can see how much work I need to do. Heartbreaker, Hunter's Fury, Foundry, all that stuff. True Patriot. So all of the things I was proficient in before, I still am, thankfully. So it really didn't hit me that bad. I am curious to see what it looks like for people who are over expertise level 20, how drastically all of their gear and stuff changed. That to me is what I want to see. I want to know about that. Let's see what we have. Crashes on Xbox are way worse for you today. Really, Gunner? I haven't seen any crashes yet, but again, I'm just logging on. I mean, I'm on now. That one could happen anytime. But I haven't seen any as yet. Hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, we'll find out. You know what I mean? I really hope, really hope that, first of all, PC improvements, I hope those took place today. And if you play on PC, let me know what's going on your gameplay. I'd really like to find out. Simba. Ferocious Calm is a DZ exclusive. DZ exclusive can go into the Countdown vendor. Yes, so every week you could find a DZ exclusive in the Countdown vendor. It doesn't mean they're going to have one, but it means, yes, they can be there. I know I saw another one before. I've seen the Ferocious Calm. I've seen the Door Kicker's Knock. I think that's the name of it. I want to say I saw the Dark Winter that may have been during the PTS, but all of these items people have been looking for, Rock and Roll Shotgun, things like that. I'm telling you guys, you have to play Countdown. Stack those credits, because there could always be something on sale that you want to get, and you can just straight up buy it. And it's not that expensive either. I mean, like if we go back, to that vendor, I think to buy, you can earn 30 to 40 Countdown resources pretty quickly. I think usually in a run or so. I mean, I don't know exactly how many I get. Let's see what we have here. But when we go back, yeah, these are at 75. So you can earn that in, let's say, 2 or 3 runs. So in 45 minutes of time, you could wind up getting a DZ exclusive you've been trying to get for like months and months, which is insane. Of course, it has to be on sale. But think about that. A lot of people have been trying to get, I mean, the Ferocious Calm is actually a great example. This specific chess piece for a long time. So now all they need to do is 3 runs of Countdown. You're going to have at least 75 resources by then. Now you buy the thing and you're good to go. Regardless of the roll. I mean, look, it's not really the best roll, but who cares? You actually finally have the piece you're looking for. You don't want skill haste, roll that to something else and optimize the other pieces. Because now the other great thing about Countdown is the fact that you get so much stuff. You get so much gear, so much loot. Getting all of the pieces you need to optimize it's so much easier now, which is a really, really good thing. A really, really good thing. So yeah, I like that. And I know, look, we're all bummed out about the rollback, but again, it wasn't that big of a thing. I'm bummed about the apparel event, but more importantly, and Blades was saying this, I wish I knew about the apparel event delay before, but we don't. So what? Big deal, no matter what. Again, guys, do me a favor, please. If you're watching, 114 viewers, love it. Absolutely fantastic. Right out of the gate, we're at 33 minutes. We're at 117 viewers. 48 likes. Let's hit that like button, people. Do me a favor. It really helps out. I'd like to get to at least 100 likes within the first hour. All right, still scrolling. Let's see what we got. Sorry, just trying to get here. Hidden Gloves now drop with no brand set. Also, say that again. Progress was halved. Yeah, so now we're getting half the XP we normally would for proficiency. So that's down to 50%. Nobody lost any actual kill XP. Right. Just how many experience levels that were gained. So again, if you're still you're not like going to drop down to a different shade level. You're not going to drop down to a different, seasonal level. It just has to do with expertise and proficiency. And now moving forward, the kill XP you're getting towards your proficiency is cut in half. So you didn't, yeah, you lost a few little things, but it wasn't anything major at all. Liam said he went from level 7 to level 5. Yeah, that's kind of been the swing, one or two things. I said earlier, Ricardo had mentioned he got a rail splitter and gift from named caches. Dude, that's sick. That is sick right there. That's a really good drop. Let's keep on rolling down, trying to. And again, if I missed your question, I apologize. Please just, you can hit super chat. You could ask again. I'm trying to get towards the bottom here. Audio is low. Do me a favor, everyone. If you can hear me, please hit that thumbs up button really quick. I want to make sure I'm sounding decent for everyone. Still crashing on PC, babas. Yeah, I know. PC's still a mess. I mentioned this in yesterday's video. Go to Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear's, channel. It's either in his community page or he posted a video on someone who made a video in regards to a workaround that seems to be working for a lot of PC users. I strongly recommend going to do that really quick. Buy named caches for the rock and roll, 1000% do it. Now, I don't know if they're going to, a lot of people have been asking, are they going to make that change? Are they going to make that, nerf to the, not to the rock and roll, but to the Heartbreaker in regards to how the rock and roll procs the, the extra armor and weapon damage, stuff like that. Haven't heard anything yet. Hopefully that's not the case. We will find out together, my friends. All right, here we got all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Tater Salad, what's up, Tater? How you doing, buddy? I know I was bummed out too, man. I saw all your messages. It sucks. It's you know what? It's really a bummer, okay? I am caught up. Perfect. Now, very bottom there, Mr. AU2229. Have they added the chill out mask to the loot pool? I got one when they claimed my exotic cache today. Okay, so it's not, if this is from what I've done some farming for that this morning. Okay, so we're going to do this stuff live. When the holiday, first of all, from everything they've said, or what the notes said, they're adding it to named caches. They're not necessarily adding it to the general loot pool. They're adding it to named caches, which means, in theory, you should be able to get it from whether it's a hunter or a named enemy or just, you know what I mean, like a bounty target. Anyone who can drop, a rogue agent, anyone who can drop, which is pretty much any NPC, a named item, should be able to drop the chill out mask. Now, we all know that during the holiday event, you'd have to find certain enemies. We call them the loot goblins, and I'm going to try to, hopefully one pops up really quick. And they would drop the chill out mask every time. So hopefully as I'm cruising right here, right out of this cover, we're going to see someone pop up. Are they there? They are not there. Okay, so that didn't happen here. Another spot where it would happen would be by Jefferson Trade Center, where you'd see the loot goblin pop up. But going back to the chill out mask, apparently now it's in named caches. So we do have that, which is cool. But as far as farming them individually, oh, here we go. Is this the guy? There he is right there. Perfect. Now, typically, watch, it'll have it here. No. Now, every single time in the past, when the holiday event was going on, I think someone's about to punch me. Okay, no, that didn't happen. You'd hit up that loot goblin. You'd be able to pick up. I knew someone was hitting me from where? Where are you? Wasting my time. I just want to go back to the base of ops. Oh, this guy. We got Hawkeye here. How's that? There you go, buddy. We good now? We cool? How about you? You and your friend. Anyone else? Are you here somewhere? Hope it was worth it, buddy. All right, let's get out of here now. Anyway, usually when you'd hit up that NPC, the loot goblin guy, it would drop the chill out mask. That's only during a holiday event. But again, to be clear, they have said they have introduced the chill out back into named caches, which is a good thing. So farm for that. I mean, again, I haven't found a way to farm for the mask directly. I also farmed Heligard all morning long to try to see if I could get it. Didn't get it. But again, that doesn't mean it can't be farmed, but it should be available now if you get lucky in a named cache. Which is good, because it is honestly a fantastic mask. Once again, guys, if you're just joining, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. 117 viewers, 56 likes. Just take 2 seconds, hit that thing. Really, really does help out. Really does help out. Got to change something really quick. Give me a second, agents. Where is... There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, what else do we have? Can you tell me a tank DPS build? No, but I will show you one later. It's going to be more of a tank than a tank DPS build. I have a lot of builds I'm going to be working on over the next week, but I will be putting one of those out really soon. But they're now with you know, honestly, with Heartbreaker, there are so many different builds you can put out right now. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's so much fun. So much fun to do. No, what's up, Patriot? Good to see you, buddy. No headphones at work, but at least you can watch, listen at super low volume. I'll try to keep my voice down, my friend. Look who's here. A legend in the building. Mr. Kamikaze Von Doom. What's going on? Did we get the brand set bonus back on the chill out? We did, my friend. If we go to inventory, check it out real quick. If I scroll down... Where's one? I think I have one in here. Yeah, here we go. So we do have the brand set bonus back. It's no longer that weird just mask or whatever. You know, we do have it. Again, to be clear, I haven't been able to farm for it yet. I did 3 runs of Countdown this morning. Had Heligard as a targeted loot. Didn't see a chill out drop. That doesn't mean it can't happen. That just means I didn't see it happen. It's also not dropping from that loot goblin, but from the notes it says they are in named caches. So when and if you pick one up, do me a favor, let me know. Because, yeah, you can always farm for those named caches now. You run Countdown, you buy some named caches. Hopefully one can drop in there. Great to farm for. I mean, you can do so many different things with different variants. But as far as farming them specifically, I don't think it's in the general loot pool, but it is in the named caches, which is kind of weird. Because you'd think one would constitute the other, but yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to keep farming, people. Trust me. Let's see what else we got going here. Travis is saying, had my first conflict match the other day where I got shredded. He wanted to cry. Yeah, dude, I don't even know if I've run conflict. I think I've run it like once. Yeah, I don't know. I got to jump into that. And that's the thing. There are a lot of great things to do in this game. And look, yeah, we're bummed. There's a little bit of a tweak and whatever, adjustment, which I think is more of an accurate statement than rollback. Rollback is, when I think rollback, I think, okay, everything you've done is gone, like completely erased. And aspects about what we did were, but again, you're you know, it wasn't even as close to what I think it was portrayed. A lot of people thought it was going to be much worse than it was. I think people who are much higher ranked were possibly more affected, but it all depended on how you actually upgraded your stuff in the first place. So for me, I lost an expertise level, whatever. I can gain it back in a day or so. But I'm enjoying the grind. I'm taking my time. There are a lot of different things I want to focus on. And like I said, you know, you can see my weapons right there. My Scorpio got dropped down to 2. My Vector got dropped down to 1. It sucks, but you can get, you know, resources pretty quick. Some of you are asking, when are we going to get those shade caches from the game that are supposed to kind of compensate us for things we lost? Hopefully later this week. I'm hoping also later this week, that's when, if they're going to implement that, they implement the apparel event as well. But again, we all saw the countdown. It says it's going to be in about a week. We'll see what happens, my friends. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Trav Doom. Doom is here. Autocorrect. Autocorrect is all whacked out. That's funny. You got a good negotiator bleed build. I just run negotiators with Hunter, with what's it called? Ridgeways. Anything Ridgeways is a good bleed build. You know, when we had that last league, that's what I just ran. But it was I used Hunter's Fury and bleed build. 2:45 in the morning isn't. Wow, that's insane. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Von Doom confirms. It does drop a mass targeted loot. Countdown had one drop. Beautiful. So again, you can farm for this, people. So later today, I will be putting out a farming video for this mask. It'll be titled chill out is back. Well, I don't know it's going to be titled that, but you guys know what I'm saying. I will put out a dedicated video on farming the chill out mask. I know that mask is, obviously it's great to do in the summit. Obviously fantastic to do in countdown. Masks today are at Camp White Oak. I am not farming Camp White Oak for masks, but again, if it can drop in countdown, it means it can drop anywhere in the open world. It's a beautiful thing. Countdown gives you the best chance because of all the hunters you're facing, named enemies. It's the best place to farm without a doubt. All right, let's see what else we got, people. Again, do me a favor, hit that like button. 122 viewers, 75 likes. We're probably just going to do this for another 15, 20 minutes. Again, these are going to be quick little streams on a Tuesday answering questions. Just trying out new things. I mentioned in yesterday's live stream, every Monday morning we're going to have one talking about your gameplay, stuff like that. But I just wanted to put something together really quick today so I can just give you a breakdown of kind of what's going on since the actual rollbacks took place. Not as bad as people thought. We are bummed about the apparel event. It's still on its way. Could be this week. As of right now, it's set for next week. But again, we're all in this together, family. Yeah, I know. I will get into conflict, I promise. So the issues people have in conflict are not the same that they do in the Dark Zone, correct? For instance, is it the same kind of thing or is it totally different? Travis says your hunter build is my main build. Yeah, same here. I honestly and don't get me wrong, I love my two main builds now are this, and I'm not seeing a huge change. They did make that change to intimidate. I'm not seeing that big of a difference, and that's just me. I mean, maybe I'm not paying attention, but I was running Lincoln Memorial on Heroic this morning, and I'm like, okay. I didn't see a huge change like I thought I would. You know what I mean? So that's really nice. But my two main builds now are this one right here. 400 Fury, Memento, Badger Tough with Intimidate on the chest. And then this bad boy right here. I'm not in combat. How am I in combat? I'm sitting in... Just going to run and hide behind that door. Okay, now let's do this. This build, excuse me. And, oh, look at that. I mean, the heartbreak, it's just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. This gear set is so good. It's so much fun to use. Heartbreaker gear set, rock and roll shotgun, Kingbreaker with the talent. I mean, look at that. Perfect flatline. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, here's another thing I want to talk about really quick. Many of you sent the channel questions asking me, how do I get the... and I screwed up because I wanted to see how I got that. So when you go to your specialization, you can see somehow I have the linked laser pointer equipped without having the rifle as one of my, main weapons. That's like a weird bug thing because I tried on a different loadout. And when I switched it, I couldn't equip the linked laser pointer without equipping the rifle. Not equipping the rifle, activating the rifle in my loot. In I can't even talk right now. Without activating the rifle in my weapon tree. So I don't know how that's happening, to be honest with you. It shouldn't be. I should not have that linked laser pointer available to me without having the rifle activated, but somehow I do. Now, I know that because I switched something up with a different build, and I couldn't put the link laser pointer on unless I had the rifle. So I'm not touching a damn thing. I don't know what's going on, but I hope that helps answer your question. I have no clue. I shouldn't say it's a bug. It's something that I guess, once, who knows what they did, but I'm not touching a damn thing. I could tell you that. Anyway, going back to conflict. Yeah, I'll get into, I will. I promise. At one point I will. I will jump into conflict. At one point. A no fray, yep, no apparel event today, unfortunately. That's a bummer, bums me out. Can't get any groups. What do you mean you can't get any groups, Gunner? Are you saying you can't get any groups for Countdown? You can't get any groups for Countdown? People may be a little pissed off right now because of the whole word rollback and no apparel event. So people will take a break, but dude, people are going to jump back in. What's really funny to me, by the way, is the people who just complain about, oh, the devs and all this stuff. Dude, they're people who don't even play the game. The people who are really screaming from the rooftops don't even touch this thing. So again, look, I love this game. I've put a ton of time into the game. It's not a huge discrepancy from where I was to where I am. Not going to change my gameplay at all. That's just my opinion. I mean, again, I'm always going to let you know what's going on. I'm not like yesterday. I voiced my, being bothered by it, but whatever, dude. It's all good. Who was asking about the Ridgeway's pieces from the summit? Okay, good. So yeah, William, I have a video that shows you how to get Ridgeway's Pride. It'll talk you through everything. Yeah. Dylan, doing the same thing. Perfectly Wicked on the backpack. You've got Ridgeway's. What you want to do is you want to put Sadist on your weapon. Whatever weapon you choose is fine. It could be, it could be a shotgun for all I care. But you want to do, if you're doing Hunter's Fury, obviously you want, I use an SMG for my primary when I have that build going, just a Vector with a Talon Sadist on it. It's lights out. So powerful. So much fun. And yes, Von Doom, I will get to, I promise, I will get to conflict at one point in my life. All right, here we go. What else we got? Hello from Sydney. What's up? Oh, you're from Sydney, but someone is in Sydney. Queensland, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not worried about expertise in conflict, stuff like that. I just wasn't sure if, conflict was like the dark zone in regards to people just, the toxicity. You know what I'm saying? That's just the stuff I don't want to deal with. Guys, do me a favor. We're almost an hour in. I'm probably going to cut this at about an hour. 123 viewers, which is absolutely beautiful. 79 likes. We got to get to 100 likes in the next 9 minutes. It's got to happen, folks. Good morning, Walker. Good to see you, my friend. Happy morning to you. Yeah, Perfectly Wicked is great with Ridgeway, without a doubt. Did anyone lose the Ladybug Skin from the reward track? I don't think so. Let's take a look. It's a good question, or a specific question, and that's why being live is fantastic. Where's that sitting? That would be at. No, is that where the Catharsis was? The Ladybug. I want to say it was 55. Yeah, it's still there. So no, I still have it. I don't know. Let me check my apparel or my what's it called. Let's look real quick. That Ladybug Skin is sick. I'll tell you what, I dig that. In fact, can we now? Let's see if we have it. Actually, what's a Ladybug? Let's look at our inventory first with apparel. Let's see where it can be equipped, actually. All the skins. Let's see. It would be right here, wouldn't it? I would think it'd be right here. Huh. I really thought it'd be up here. Well, let's keep looking. White Jade, this and that. Fire starter. See, this is from the Lavender. That's from the season. PDR and test subject. Oh, there it is. Okay, beautiful. See, that sucks. You can't put it on the Kingbreaker. You should be able to. If it can be at the TKB 408, why can't it be in the Kingbreaker? But no, it's still there. What's this bad boy? Monster. Oh, that's creepy as shit, dude. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'd equip every weapon Ladybug if I could. Look at that thing. That's no joke. Well, I like it. Yeah, so it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. That's pretty badass. Yeah, like I was saying before, and for all of us, we're bummed about the apparel event, but again, whatever. It'll be here at one point. I'm not going to... My main focus always... Guys, 16 likes. Come on, let's go. We got 6 minutes for 16 likes. We got this. We're a family here. I'd rather see game stability. We talk about... One thing that's talked about a lot is, games adding things and not focusing on the stability of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, we're going to add this DLC, or we're going to do X, Y, or Z, and there are other things that are still broken or not working properly. I'd rather they fix these things right now, at the at the onset of these issues, then we'll get our t-shirts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with what happened. Like, for me, it's about the game quality and people being able to actually play. You know, we had that issue, and like I said, I did 3 runs of Countdown this morning, had no issue. I finally saw the exit where the helicopter leaves. Never seen that before, because it always does that bugging out thing. It's not happening anymore, which is great. And I know there was a fix, quote unquote, for the bugging out thing, where you press A a few times and you hold B. And again, I'm on Xbox. That's what worked for me. But for some people, that didn't work at all. So they get all the way to the end, and they have to quit the game, which sucks. You know what I mean? So I'm happy they're fixing that stuff. Is the donate all junk button working in expertise menu? Yes, it should be all working now. And in fact, I think it was working properly, but that it was the XP issue that was improper. You know what I mean? There was such a huge discrepancy where you were getting so much more from XP kills than you were donating junk. But yes, the donating junk button should be working. I'm going to be doing a test on it later. Hopefully I see some sort of, what I did was this. Yesterday I took 30 items, donated them as junk, saw how much I gained expertise. Today I'm going to do the exact same thing and see if there's a difference. So we'll find out. But hopefully that is fixed. I haven't been able to confirm that as yet. I know that it says it's been fixed in the notes, but I obviously want to see it as well. You know what I'm saying? Of course you know what I'm saying. I mean, what a silly thing to say. Let's see what we got here. Nice, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it says should be fixed. Donate all junk button working in expertise menu. We just went over that. Here we go. Got the chill out mask from Countdown, so it's confirmed it's in the loot pool. Yeah, if you got it from Countdown, that means it's in the loot pool. So what I'm going to do later today is my video this afternoon or later this morning, depending on how much I can get farming done. It actually may just be I don't know. There's so many videos to make, so many builds, so many things. I'm not sure as yet. But I think later today will be about the chill out mask, because that's something a lot of people wanted. And it was funny because when the holiday event was taking place, we were all talking about, and by we, I mean a lot of content creators, including myself, were saying, farm the chill out mask, get as many variations as you can. It's going to help diversify your build in so many ways. And people are like, man, it sucks. What's the point? There's no new game mode. Well, now we have that new game mode, and people are crying from the rooftops to get that chill out mask. And it's fun to use. It doesn't mean it's best in slot. I'm not saying it is. But for certain builds and build diversity, it can help your ass in so many ways. So many ways. You can stack so many different things on it. It really makes it beneficial because it gives you 2. If we look at the mask real quick, and this is why, a lot of us were saying farm for it, farm for it, farm for it. When you take a look, you have those, we're going to empty this out real quick so you can see. You've got your empty mod. Where'd it go? Hang on. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm like, wait, now it's gone. What happened to it? It's because I'm wearing it. Dear Lord, help me. I'm like, where'd it go? Anyway, you can see here, got 2 empty gear mod slots. So what I was looking for, one with maxed out weapon damage, or something that was maxed out with the attribute. So for instance, I want to have one that has a core attribute of weapon damage that has maxed out crit hit chance. Then I can add whatever I want for those extra mod slots. Then I want another one that has maxed out armor and a maxed out blue attribute. Then I want another one that has maxed out armor and maxed out, whatever it may be. And so you have this ability to create any mask you want based on the way this thing is set up. So for instance, I have one like this one right here is like max with a skill tier. If I go to my inventory really quick, I think I have a bunch more in here, and I think I have some on another character as well. Okay, this one has armor regen and repair skills, so I can design this one any way I want. This chill out is armor and skill damage. This chill out is armor and armor regen, so this would be an all blue one. This one is armor and status effects. We have right here armor, hazard protection, right here armor and crit hit chance. So for this one, what I would do is, actually, let's just do that real quick. We take this one, let's equip it really fast. And that's why masks like this, when they do pop up, you want to grab these things. Because at first you're like, man, I don't really need it. How did I just fly by it again? Right, here we go. So we have max crit hit. Here, let's just go to the thing real quick. Guys, 92 likes. 8 likes in. Oh, we missed it. We missed the hour mark. I'm so sad. Recalibration. Okay, forget it. I'm over it. All right, chill out mask. Okay, we have maxed out crit hit chance. So for this mask, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the core attribute to weapon damage, right? Which means now I could put this in any build, get that 5% extra armor, and with the other 2 mods, I could stack it any way I want to. You know, I could decide, okay, you know what? For this build or whatever build I'm doing, let's do this. Let's add, you know, I want to do all crit hit chance. I can do that. I want to do all, you know, let's say I want to do 12% crit hit damage. Boom, I'll pull it from there. And then for the other mod, I want to, where is it? There we go. Other mod, I want to do, you know, whatever. Crit hit. Give me another maxed out one. Another crit hit chance. Pull from there. So right out of the gate with this build, you've got 12% crit hit chance, 12% crit hit damage. I could also make it, you know, 24% crit hit damage. 6, you know what I mean? So it depends on the build you're running and what other gear you have with it. That's why that mask is so effective. It really, really does come into play. All right, let's get back to the questions really quick. Then we're going to start to wrap this thing up. 101 likes. Thank you, my lovely, wonderful family. Yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping back into it. I really am. And like I said, look, I am bummed out that we have the delay, without a doubt. But I'd rather the game be functioning properly. I'd rather people in PvP not having certain issues than are getting new t-shirts, which can wait until next week. I'd rather certain things be focused on right out of the gate. Look, in regard to this issue with the adjustments they made with Kill XP, imagine that happens a month from now. That's going to make people lose their mind. I'd rather it take place now. And again, as I showed you just based on mine, you know, I think for people who, let's say, use certain methods or whatever, it may affect them more. But, okay, I lost an expertise level. Other than that, that's it. I lost 1 expertise level. My proficiency as far as 14 out of 344, it's exactly the same as it was. And that's it. You know, I know other people were affected differently. Let me know in the comment section how, you know, you may have been affected. But it was not as bad as I thought. More importantly, if they hadn't taken care of this now and more people got to that expertise level 22, 23, 25, 30, that screws up the entire game in so many ways down the road. That's why it had to be dealt with. You know what I mean? And it's not a question of having to be dealt with. It's how it was dealt with. But I can, look, my assumption is this, and whatever, this is just a guess, but I look, everyone wants the same thing. And I'm going to get on a little soapbox here because I can, because, hey, guess what? I can do that. We talked about yesterday, I put out a tweet and I said, you know, hate has no place at this channel at all. We can have discussions, we can disagree. That's what being intelligent is. Being intelligent means you can have a disagreement and still be friends. You can disagree with things and not hurt someone or put someone down. People were bummed out about it. There's a very small team working on a very major game. They have not been working on this for 2 years. People say, this is what we get after 2 years of waiting. No, this is what you get after the last 2-3 months of an actual team being together. It's pretty freaking impressive, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's put all that aside. Everyone wants the same thing. Everyone wants a great game. You know, when people make the comments, they don't care, you're wrong, dude. Of course they care. Of course people at the game care. Of course the devs care. Of course the community managers and care. Everyone cares. We all want the same thing. So I'm under the, you know, mindset of, well, this sucks. They know this sucks. And shit, I hope it gets better. And in my mind, if I keep choosing to play this game, I can't complain when things happen. I'm choosing to play it. Can I be bummed out? Hell yeah. Can I question things? Of course. I'm choosing to play this game. You know what I'm saying? So again, all I ask, and everyone here has been absolutely phenomenal. I even comments in all of my videos and all of these just been, positive and just like, yeah, it sucks, but whatever. That's why I love the family we have here. We can have those intelligent discussions. We can do these things without having I don't hear anyone. And the few people I do are just immediately blocked. And those are some random people who aren't even probably subbed to the channel or follow me on Twitter or anything. The point is, that's what I appreciate about you as a family, that we can have these discussions, we can answer these questions, we can go over things, and there isn't that instantaneous hate that bounces off. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of you for that, sincerely. Why are the YouTubes trying to see the positive in a negative action? What do you mean, Beastly? Talk to me, bud. Beastly Grizzler GG. Why are YouTubers, I assume you're saying, trying to see positive and negative action? Been that way since 2019. Okay, great point. Let's talk about that. There have been a lot of issues that have been around in the game for 2019. What I'm saying is this, and this is my point. For me, as a player, as an individual, as a consumer, look, they didn't give me this game. I bought this game. They didn't give me the DLC. I bought it. I bought the season pass, and I'll probably buy the apparel stuff just to show it off because I want to be able to show you guys what it is. I don't know if I'll buy it, whatever, we'll see. But the point is, I'm making my own decisions with this game, and I'm choosing to play this game. So if there are issues and I still jump in, that's on me. That's not on them. That's on me. I'm being honest with you. I've gotten my money's worth. I have how many thousands of hours playing this game? Whatever it is. I don't know if it's thousands, but it's 90 days I've played this game. Clearly I've gotten my money's worth with it. You know what I mean, Grizz? And what I'm saying is this. Forget how you get proficient. Forget how you grind for expertise or exotics or weapons or all this stuff. If your mindset is that of this game sucks, it never gets better, then why are you here? Do you know what I mean? And look, if you feel like you've been shortchanged in some way, I got you. But we're year 4 in. We're 4 years in already. Excuse me. So there have been issues in the game since 2019. For me, the positives have far outweighed the negatives. From my standpoint, for me, where I'm playing as a gamer. And understand, when I do these videos and we have these discussions, I'm giving you my perspective on what's happening, and I'm letting you know what's going on in the community as well. Doesn't necessarily mean it's happening to me, but I'm not just going to tell you what's happening to me because that's pointless. That's why I brought up the issues people are having on PC and in Dark Zone and all this stuff. I'm the biggest supporter of Dark Zone fixes. I don't even step foot in the Dark Zone. So for me, Grizz, I think, if I can call you Grizz, for me it boils down to, if you're choosing to play this game and you know certain things that may happen on a consistent basis, even though it sucks, you put yourself in that situation, buddy. And like I said, for me, the positives far outweigh the negatives in regards to the overall enjoyment of this game for myself. But again, just my opinion. I respect yours as well. And the best thing about this is if you don't want to play, and I don't mean you specifically, Grizz. I mean if anyone doesn't want to play, don't play. That's it. It's so simple. Put something down. That's it. I'm still going to play this game. They gave us a delay. Oh, well, that sucks. But I said something. That sucks. Guess what? I'll have to wait till it comes out. But it does allow me to work on this build. And it does allow me to work on that build. And I'm only playing the game because I'm enjoying it. I think that's one thing people forget is it's not about ignoring negative issues. It's about, okay, that sucks. This was fixed. Okay, we're going to move on to this. And again, the moment I stop enjoying this game, trust me, I'll stop playing. But I'm still enjoying it, still love this community and all that good stuff. Yeah, so they did make the fix to Perfect Flatline. It's now on the proper weapons, which is fantastic. Bama Boy, got to take the bad with the good. Devs can't get everything right the first go around. That's why we have updates. True story. And so, yeah, the update was kind of big. Really quick, Anthony. The update was, I want to say 4. I don't know how many gigs it was. It was a pretty decent update, meaning it didn't take that long, but it wasn't like a quick thing. They did add and fix a few stuff. And look, understand, and I can't stress this enough, and then I'll answer the rest of your questions and get out of here. But the developers, community managers, anyone involved in this game, the artists, the programmers, everyone wants the same thing. They want the same thing. They want the best game possible. That's it. No one's sitting there going, sweet, we get to delay this. Sweet, well, we got to roll this back. Sweet, no one wants that. Shit happens and it sucks. You think they don't want to roll out a perfect game? Of course they do. Of course they want to. And unfortunately, when certain things have happened in a game's past, they're going to be ultimately scrutinized for every little detail, which is happening now. Now, again, it totally sucks. But if you're not enjoying, step away for a while, let the dust settle, then jump back in. And I think a lot of people hoped it would be a very smooth thing. Again, I was not me personally, terribly affected by the rollback. I've heard from a lot of people saying the same thing. So it's good in a sense that it wasn't as severe as a lot of us thought it was going to be. Yeah, TTC. I like experimenting with the build. That's why I fell in love with this game. Me too. There's no other game like this. Like, there's really no other game like this, And for me, it's the looter, shooter, tactical, all of these things, the different builds. I mean, again, I think to myself, I haven't even put a build together around the Eagle Bearer, which is just stupid to say because I finally got the thing like a year ago and I still barely use it. Why have I not done that? Why haven't I done all the little side things that I can do in this game? Or why haven't I done, whatever it may be? The point is, there is still so much to do. There's still so much you can do. And for me, it's about the community, the people, all that good stuff. So let me take a look here, see what we have. Keto Ray, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. The invisible walls are back. They are only in New York. Ran into 6 of them so far. That sucks. That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know if we can say they're back. I think they've always been there, just in different spots. And by the way, this goes back to something that Grizz was saying earlier about issues that have been in 2019. That's an issue that's been around for a minute, And so again, look, I play PvE. I enjoy farming, enjoy helping people get stuff, love making videos for you guys. One of my favorite things in the world, like seriously, like thoroughly, like when I get messages saying, you've helped me get the bighorn, you've helped me get this. Oh, this is such a great way to farm. I never even thought of it. That to me is why I put this channel together for you guys. I love it, and it's everybody wins in my opinion. Like I think I'm very lucky to have an amazing family here that we have. But yeah, I mean, there are frustrations. But for me, like I was saying before, the pros far outweigh the cons. Good to see you, Keto. No, I have not made a build yet on the Heartbreaker and Bighorn, but I intend to. I gotta find the right. I put out a Bighorn build, a while back. I'd love to see a few changes with that weapon. I want it to hit. It hits pretty hard, but I'm not a huge fan of the talent. Because I don't like going into rifle mode, but it's a monster of a weapon. But now, honestly, with the Kingbreaker, that's kind of my favorite AR in the game. That and the Eagle Bear, pretty insane. Yeah, you know what? Let's check that out. Let's look at the Dare LMG and see if we can strap that. What's it called on there? That's a good point. I think I have one. I better have a Dare LMG. I have to, right? There. Boom. Here we go. Okay, let's roll there. We're going to roll back up. And those of you asking, again, I have no idea how I can have my linked laser pointer without having the rifle thing equipped. It's just there for some reason. Okay, so what do I have equipped right now? I've got LMGs. So let's respec this. Deep. Do that. Let's see what we got. Can we put it on there? No. Small laser pointer. We can't put the length. Could you do that? Were we supposed to be able to do that? Yeah, no. I don't know if we could actually do that at any time. I was hoping maybe, but apparently not. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to wrap this thing up. I keep saying we're going to wrap this up, but I keep getting more and more questions, and more people are showing up, which is absolutely awesome, my friends. I appreciate that so much. Oh, we've got, what's up? Champ 1988 just bought the game Saturday. What is cool looking game? Hang on, let's stop around it. Just bought that game yesterday. What's the cool looking gun name at the top with the snake around it? That is the Diamondback. Let's talk about the Diamondback, because there are going to be a ton of Diamondback builds. You can get that two ways, 88. I like giving everyone nicknames. Oh, there's a Diamondback. So it is a guaranteed drop from going to, which I think is open right now. This may not be open for you. Is Kenley College open? Yeah, it's available for the next week, okay? It is a guaranteed drop from Kenley College. So you can go to Kenley College. Now, if you just bought the game, Kenley College may not be on your map at all, okay? You also need to be, in order to get exotics, you got to be at least at level 30, ideally level 40. So if you just bought the game, do me a favor. Let me know in the comments section, did you buy Warlords of New York also, the DLC? Let me know about that real quick. Yeah, Travis is saying your laser pointer is also bug like mine. Yeah, I'm not moving it. Like, I tried to move my laser pointer to see how I equipped it without having the rifle equipped, and I don't know, because I used a different character as a tester because I didn't want to screw this one up. The moment I unequipped, just don't do this. If you're lucky enough to be able to have this linked laser pointer without having this rifle activated, don't touch that. Do not respect that element ever, because I can still roll anything I want and not have to, I can respec this, go back to shotgun. Or no, I don't want to respec that. I can respec this, go back to shotguns or SMGs. I forgot what I had on this build. I think it was a shotgun. Yeah. And it's still activated. So if you're lucky enough to be able to switch everything and not have this activated and this is here, don't touch that, because it's something where it's from last year or whoever knows how long ago. I'm not messing with it. No. Texas. What's up there, Texas? I think we talked before, man. Yeah, I lived in Austin for a while. Or Bee Cave. I lived in Bee Cave, Texas for about 2 years. It says to punish the players massive screwed up, it's just wrong, and make no mistake, that's exactly what this is. All right, so look, this is my take, and yeah, it sucks. Absolutely sucks. Players are getting punished. Do I think they should have just this is what I think should have happened. I think they should have said, oh, damn it, we're giving them too much XP. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Every player that is over expertise level 20, we're dropping you down. Okay, the max was 20. They got over 20. That's not their fault either. But we're going to cut you down to 20. Everyone else, that's it. Like everyone else. Starting now, it's half the XP. I don't know why the rollbacks needed to take place. I don't know why that had to happen. I'm assuming it had to happen because there was no other way. Was there another way? Was another way going to affect 1,000 other things in the game instead of trying to individually get the people? Who knows? Like, I don't know. Or is the only way to do it to have to do a clean sweep of every player in the game and drop them down based on players that were over level 20, which again, that's not their fault either. If they were able to get there, they were able to get there. What I wished had happened, players who above 20 got dropped down to 20. It's going to suck for them. I'm not saying it's not. Everyone else stayed the same, and that's it. And now moving forward, we get the XP that we should. That's what I thought should have happened, but I have to assume there's a reason why it did not happen that way. You know what I mean? So I'm right there with you. I understand. It is a bummer, but again, thankfully it wasn't as bad as I thought. Fugazi, what's up, buddy? Fugazi says, one thing I like to keep in mind is that devs aren't always to blame for bad games. Publishers are more at fault, in my opinion. Long work hours and ridiculous dead stress lines of the whole process. And another important factor is that so many people, the on the front lines are the devs and the community manager. We have an amazing community manager, and we have a great team, and it sucks because they're getting, they're right in the crosshairs, and they get all the blame because they're on the front lines. They want the best thing. They want the best game. That's it. End of story. Everyone wants the best game. How would they want the game not to do well when it's a direct representation of their work? Of course they do. A lot of factors come into play, and keep in mind, we're just getting truly our game back after years. The pandemic and no team, and everyone left the team. I think they said at one point it got down to like 25 people, or maybe even less than that. It got down to a low number. For a massive game, a low number. And even though, let's talk about something really quick. I know I keep saying I'm going to end this, but, we're having too many good discussions. A low number for this game is still a high number. We're not hitting the numbers we were before, but it's still a damn high number for a skeleton crew. Literally a skeleton crew. And keep in mind, the new people that are on the game now are new to the game. So this is not like, the last 2 years they've been building Countdown. No, they haven't. They've only been building it for probably the last 6 months, let's say. But anyway, whatever. A lot of things come into play. Jonathan asks, where are we? Travis, have a good session, man. Have a great day at work. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Which exotic has the best looking skin? I like the Diamondback. I really do, and I think I don't think that's just... the Eagle Bear is pretty tight, too. But I'm really a fan of the Diamondback. I just like the look of it. You know what I mean? Where are the other ones? Oh, I think they're downstairs. Let's go there real quick. Because I think the other thing they should have fixed, or was supposed to have been fixed... wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to do the Year 2 Hunter masks. I did it again. Hang on, people. Should be down here. The other exotics should be up. Or is that in New York? Is that in New York? I think that's in New York. Maybe I'm in like totally the wrong place right now. I'm pretty sure that's the case. The other exotics are in Haven. Yes, they did fix the chill out mask glitch. Wasn't a glitch, but they did fix the fact that the bug where it wasn't showing up. See, I have no New York Hunter masks. I got to get on that. And here we go. So now the new exotics are showing up on the wall. We have the Dread Edict. We have... yeah, there we go. There's the blue screen. See, that looks pretty tight. The blue screen is clean. I know it's not some fancy schmancy thing. But Lady Death is pretty sick. I still have to say, so is Backfire. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still going to go Scorpio. Maybe I'm just partial because I love that weapon. So, what am I going to do? So, yes, Conrad, the Chill Out Mask was fixed. Everything is good. The brand set skill is there now, or the brand set talent is there. See what else we have. Trying to play a little catch up before I say I'm going to wind this thing down, but I keep talking like crazy. Actually, I'm going to need to wind it down soon. It's, next 7 minutes because I want to put together that Chill Out Farm video for you guys. So I'm seeing someone say you dropped from level 4 to level 1. So what that means is chances are you wound up gaining a lot of expertise from XP kills. For me, I got a lot of expertise from donating things. That's the big difference. That's why there was such a significant drop for you, was because of that. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. I think they should have just moved forward and just, from this day forward, made the change. But unfortunately, I think that's why you saw such a big hit. I went from 3 to 2, only because I spent most of my I gained most of my expertise with that donation factor. Yeah, thanks, Rob. I just remembered that. I'm like, wait, gotta go to New York. Yep, everything is in the Haven settlement. Rox is saying all this about build diversity. I should have just killed it with the obscene cost. So many players you think are going to be able to expertise more than 1 or 2 builds? No, I don't think they are. But understand, you don't need to. I mean, and I hear, look, Texas, here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. What you're saying is valid, but for people who want to play the game and grind out, they have a purpose to do it now. One thing I enjoy about the game now, we're talking about builds, is now every time I farm, whether I get the item I'm looking for or not, I'm still getting things I'm using all the time. So let's say I'm trying to get the whatever reason, the memento. So I'm farming backpacks. Well, I didn't get the memento. Shit, that sucks. But I just broke down and got a ton of other resources which I can now use for my recalibration. So no matter what, you run countdown, you run missions. How many times, when you go to delete all items or, whatever it's called, you go to deconstructing junk, right? You go there and it gives you the message, some materials will not be acquired after deconstruction. You reach the cap, blah, 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 blah. But so many times when I used to do that, I wouldn't get it. It would just say nothing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get anything in return. And now because you're able to use those items for things that actually help you and the strength of your gear, it does make farming more worthwhile in my opinion. But I do understand what you're saying, buddy. I really do. Kedri, what's up? Regulus does look cool, right? I know that's a bad looking weapon. See, I like the clean looking weapons. The Dread Edict, I'm not sure. Not that I'm not a fan of, but I don't look at that and think Dread Edict. You know what I mean? But wow, look at the Regulus. I need to get the Ravenous, people. It's my own fault. I just haven't done it yet. Rob, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here, my friends. I'm going to start to wrap this thing up soon. So yeah, all good, my friend. Appreciate you being here. And 718, thank you. I appreciate you being here too, man. Fan, thank you for being a fan. Thank you. I love helping the community. You guys know that's my thing. That's my favorite aspect, So I think on that note, you guys, I think I'm going to start to wrap it up. This went a little bit longer, much longer than I actually anticipated. However, as often as I can do these live streams, these, quick little things, I love it. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. I'll keep going for a few minutes and people are still sticking around. But if you're just tuning in, yes, there was the delay in the apparel event. Don't know when that's going to happen. Waiting to find out when we get the shade caches for resources that we lost during this little, the XP adjustment that went on. From most people I've heard, it hasn't been that gnarly. Some people more so than others because they spent more time, getting that kill XP instead of the donation XP. For me, I went from 3 to 2, not big of a deal. Someone was saying they went from 4 to 1. You're going to see different variants across the way depending on how they actually gain that expertise. The last exotic that you don't have is the Bighorn. Wanted to have that, but I'm a solo runner. Do I have any builds? Do I have a build for that? Come on, buddy. All right, so go to, if you go to my channel, is it Galen? Go to my channel. Gosh, I was going to put out a Foundry tank build today, but I think I'm going to do the Chill Out Mask video instead because I only have enough time. Today or tomorrow, I'm going to put out another solo Foundry phase tank build, whatever. But if you go to my channel, type in Bighorn or how to find the Bighorn, you're going to see how I farm for it, how I got it, the build that I use as well. Should help you out, my friend. It's a 10-floor summit farm, one of the baddest farms in the game. Definitely recommend doing it. And you can solo it legendary with a certain build. It's a handgun build. It's a pain in the ass. It takes a minute to get used to it, but you are basically a bullet sponge, and it's awesome. That's what I used. I'm working on a DPS build for legendary. You can also do a legendary skill build if you want. But again, type in, how to get the Bighorn, and you should see my video, and hopefully that'll help you. I know, Kendria, all I have to do is, for the Ravenous, just real quick, if we take a look, and then I got to actually wrap this thing up. Where are my projects? Projects are here. I'm right there. All I have to do is get the pieces. I've done everything else. I just need to run it one more time. So we will jump on that soon, I promise, without a doubt. You have a good one too, Texas. I appreciate you in Texas. Before you bail, just understand, these are the conversations we want to have here. This is why I love this channel. There's not going to be backlash for people ever expressing their opinion here. Unless it's hateful, which yours isn't. Everything you're saying is valid. I get it. And, this is why I love having these discussions and why I appreciate all of you so much. All right. So anyway, everyone, I'm going to bail. I appreciate all of you so much. I always say this for a reason. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. When I say take care of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, just don't take that time for yourself. It's really important. Whether it's just, you know what I mean? Don't get caught up in whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. That's also taking care of yourself. Realizing people are going through things that you don't even know about, that you can't fathom. You know, certain things people go through on a daily basis or they've had in their life. It takes no energy to be kind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have the zero tolerance for hate, because it's a fucking game. Pardon my language. It's a game, dude. Let's work together, help each other out, be supportive. On that note, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And as always, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and check out my How to Farm the Chill Out Mask video later. Appreciate you guys. Have an amazing... Oh, Urban Centurion, I'm wrapping up, dude. See, Kendry gets it. Be excellent to each other. You guys get it. Anyway, I got to wrap out, guys. I got to roll. Got to make that other video for you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Urban Centurion. Sorry, just caught this last second. I appreciate you, my friend. And we'll chat soon, everyone. All right. Thanks again.